afternoon, everyone. My name is Amy Williams, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. It is Sunday, October 27th, 2024, and y'all, I don't know what happened to October, but it's over, and that's freaking me out just a little bit. So there's that. But I'm really excited about what we're gonna do today. The cards I'm gonna show you are one thing, and then we're gonna, show you how to do a different thing for it. I have several cards in timeout because I have been in this craft room for like 5 hours, and I've got some timeout cards. Let me tell you. Hopefully, they're gonna make it into the actual. I'm going to use cards, but right now they're in timeout. So there's that. And the card that we're going to do today, we actually did it with Stamp Club. I did it with Stamp Club a couple weeks ago, but I just never felt like it just went pop. And I think I figured out why. And so I'm going to show you kind of what I did and how I did things. But this card can be for any occasion. Like this could be for any occasion. It's mainly kind of the technique I want to show you and a few little tips that you might find useful. All right, so let me flip the camera and show you what the heck I am talking about today. Okay, all right, so let me flip it. I know you got my hand there. Okay, so let's do this. All right, and I think I need, a I probably need a, what are those things called? Grid paper. So let me get a grid paper out so that you're not seeing my crazy light above. So, because I don't want you to do that because that's no fun. Okay. So here is the card that I made. Y'all, I think these are so pretty. I love this. So here's what I did with my Stamp Club. I had like a huge stack of different pattern paper. Like here's some of them. Like, they had so many options that they can use. They used a ton of them. So this is what's left. And I kind of showed them what to do, okay? We did not do the embossed background, and we did something different here. I'm going to do something different here today, too. But I just thought that Merry Christmas, I just loved it. So I'm using a variety of papers. You can use whatever paper you want, okay? The one I'm actually using for today is this one. This floral one. We're going to do that. And I actually can't remember the name of it, so I'm sorry. But it is in the, what is it in? It's in the mini catalog. So there's that. I thought I had two of them. I thought I had a new one. So I'm going to show you what I did to begin with. So here is, all right. Here's the card I showed them. And I didn't finish this one because y'all, I felt like something was missing. Plus, I didn't like that yellow. That went, so I didn't like that. I liked this one. I liked this. And I was like, but still, I felt like something was missing. And I thought, well, maybe if I do some gold. So then I did, with Stamp Club, I did this. And I didn't finish it because, again, it just didn't feel quite right. So I feel like when I added that embossed background, I think that made the card. I really, really think that made the card. So definitely we're going to do the embossed background today, but we're going to use a different card, and I'm going to show you some things that you are going to learn from this. Okay, so what we're doing is we are starting with 2 pieces of paper, okay? And these are 2.5 by 3.375. So 2.5 by, let me, okay, Amy, get that camera where people can see, because that is so frustrating, and I know. Okay, 2.5 this way, and then this is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 3/4. Okay, this is 4 3/4. You need to make sure that it is quite a bit smaller than your piece. Now, the piece we're going to put it on is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, 5 1/4. I want you to see that there's quite a bit of difference between this. And since we're blocking these out, that's why. Okay, so just make sure that you've got about a 1/2 inch difference between your two. If you want this to be thinner, you can definitely make it thinner. Just make it thinner. Okay, so we've got these two that I'm using today, and here is the back of those. Okay, I kind of like that little bit of a I don't know. I kind of like that. So here's what I'm going to do. When I cut these, I know that I want these two to go together and I want these two to go together. So I'm going to put them like this. Okay? If I do like this, okay? If I cut them like this, then these two are going to have to go together and these two are going to have to go together. Does that make sense? I think it will in a minute, but you have to have the same side that you're using facing up, okay? So you have to make sure they both of them coordinate, all right? Now, on this one, I was using the same side, okay, for both of these cards, all right? If you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, that is one piece. And 1, 2, 3, 4, that is another piece. I just laid them and switched them. I hope that makes sense. But I'm hoping that does make sense. If not, I will show you how to do that in just a moment. But let's go ahead and cut these. And we're going to do a very, very technical cut here, okay? So I've got my trimmer, paper trimmer, and I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to make 3 cuts. Just make sure you're holding it down. 1, I'm doing them 2 together. 2 and 3. Let me move that a little bit. 3, okay? That's all I did. I'm at 3 cuts. So I've got this as the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? So that is my cut. Okay? Now, if I wanted both of my cards to be the same colors, like I wanted to do, and that's what most people at Stamp Club did. You're just going to do this. Boom. Okay? You've got this one and you've got this one. Same card. But I wanted 2 different cards. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn all 4 of this one over. So I've got 2 cards completely different. Okay? I think that's awesome. Okay, so here's the thing about this. You can do many things. And I really wasn't and am not sure, and I wasn't sure until I had them cut what I wanted my actual card to be. You can put these on white. Okay, so I could look at this as I could do white. Okay, and yeah, I think that looks okay. I actually think it's too stark. I think maybe that's a little too much. I'm going to see how this looks like on this. And look at the difference. I mean, like that's a completely different look. Okay, completely different look. So it could be that. And then I would use my white as the background. Okay, because I've already die cut that. And really, this is about a personal preference, okay? So this is one look for this card, okay? And I like that. And then obviously we're going to do the other, but we're going to look at this as the opposite because I'm not putting anything down yet. Okay. So, and I have both things ready, right? So it could be that we did that and that on a white card. Do you see that difference? Like that's a totally different look. All right. I actually think I'm going to do the other. I actually think I'm going to do the first look. Okay. But I wanted you to see both. And if you wanted to use a lighter color here, you could. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it on that with this and on this card. Okay, so that's this card decided. Now this one I actually have a little bit of a twist. Okay, I actually did bubble bath. So I cut a bubble bath. I didn't cut, hold on. I also could use fresh Freesia, and so I'm gonna get a fresh Freesia out and see if that's what I want to do. We're gonna kind of look at that. We can look at it on fresh Freesia. One. Oh, I think I'm gonna like that better than bubblegum. 2, 3, 4. So there it is on the fresh Freesia. Okay, and then you would put it with maybe white on a dark card. Okay, you could put this on this, and I have this ready. Oh, no, I don't. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. All right, let's try it on white. Let's look at it on white, because you can do this, because this has white in it. I didn't feel like this one really had that white in there. So this could go like this, okay, on here, like this, okay, on a white card. All right, and I think that's pretty. I think that's nice. Okay, so that's that look. Totally, I mean, this is like totally different looks, and I'm just doing this because I want you to see some different things that you can do, because there are so many options. So if we wanted, I thought, let me see, I thought I had, I'm not going to cut it. I'm just going to put it on here and see how it looks on this. Okay, before I decide, I could do this on white with that, and then have this be the card. So many options, but I think on this one, I'm going to do the opposite that I did on this card. I'm going to do this with the white. Okay, just because I want you to see, you know, how these cards kind of come together. So there it is. Really, that's the hardest part of the card, is figuring out your color scheme and what you really, really want to do. All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on. And, all right, so when you put them on, you're going to put your top one on first, and then your bottom one, okay? And I learned that the hard way, because then it's easier to space them out when you do it that way, okay? So I've got that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put the adhesive on both of these. Okay, so this is like a puzzle. All right, that's gonna go there like that. And this is gonna go this like that. So there is that. Oh, I think that's nice. And on that dark Blackberry Bliss, I think that's lovely. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on here. Okay. I'm not going to put it on my card yet, because, you know, I never put it on this part of the card. And this white is basic white thick, because I definitely always want to use basic white thick. I'm just that person. Okay. I'm gonna grab this. Okay. Okay. So let's put this together. Okay. Again, different look, but I love having that different look. I love that I'm, I don't know. You're making 2 cards. It's always nice to make a 2 cards, right? And I totally overwhelmed my stamp club the other night though, because I was like, okay, and you can choose this and this and this. And they were like, oh my gosh, too many. So I think it's interesting with that pretty peacock and the Misty Moonlight. But there is pretty peacock in here. And I feel like that just kind of, I don't know, it just kind of does something that I just kind of like it. So there you go. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. I think, hold on. Oh goodness, the dog's back in. Okay. So I'm going to put this down a little bit. Let's see. I need to fix my spacing just a bit. Okay. Okay. Actually, I think this needs to go this way because I think I think the flowers went up. So I'm going to do it like that. Okay. And then that's going to go on this white, which I think is lovely. I think when you add that pop of white back there, anytime you can bring, you know, that brightness of the white, I think it's just lovely. All right. This now you've got this part, and really and truly, y'all, this can be anything at this point. You can have it be any kind of card that you want it to be. This can be, you know, birthday. This can be anniversary. This could be, you know, whatever you want. And this is weird because it's smaller. Huh. Did I make? Hold on. You know what? I have this cut too big, so I need to cut that down a little bit. Apparently I can't. It's like that should fit. All right, so let's do that. All righty, that's better. So we're gonna put that there, and I'm gonna get out my very, very favorite stamp set, which is this Courage and Faith. It's just my favorite, and I love it. And there you go. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. All right, I did forget to get stamps out. No. All right, so we're going to do trust in the Lord with all your heart, and may the Lord bless you and keep you, because those are two of my very, very favorites. So I've got these two. Okay, I'm going to put them on the blocks, and I'm going to do one in Misty Moonlight, and I'm going to do one in Blackberry Bliss, and I've just got a piece of scrap paper right here. Okay, all right, so let's see. This is going to be in that trust in the Lord. Oh, I'm going to go up a little bit. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Go up a little bit on that. Okay. And then I probably should have done that a different way. Okay, that's okay. I've got another scrap paper right here. Let's do that in Blackberry Bliss. Okay. And the reason I'm doing this to show you what I'm doing is because sometimes, you know, when I have everything cut, then I think maybe you don't learn. You know, you're like, oh, that's a good little tip to know. And if I've done it all, then, you know, maybe you're like, hey, we would have liked to have seen that, dummy. All right. So I'm going to trim this. Okay, I'm going to trim it here. I'm going to trim it here. And I'm going to trim it here. And you see that I still have quite a bit of white here. Okay. So I trim that down. And I am an eyeballer. Okay. So look, that's just a little bit too small. That is going to work. That's going to work right there. So I'm going to do this. This is how I do it. These are just scraps that I had that I put to the side because I was like, I'm not going to, all right, I'm going to do it like, wait, I'm not going to do that. Sorry. I lied. I don't want to do that. I want to cut it. Okay. I shouldn't have done that. Oh, Amy, here it is. I'm telling you how I'm going to do it, and then I do it wrong. Way to go. Okay. So I'm eyeballing that. So they're kind of the same like that. All right. I'm going to cut this down a little bit. So I'm actually going to cut it down to where it's right there. Okay. Again, these are very technical measurements I'm using. Okay, so I've got this like this. Now, here's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to have to do it backwards because I messed up. Okay, so I'm going to put these two together. like this, butted up at the ends, and then spaced correctly, okay? Then I'm gonna take my snips, and I'm gonna put my glasses on for this because goodness knows I can't do it without glasses. All right, so I'm gonna come up just a little bit, okay? And then I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna go there, and then look what I've got. I have got something that doesn't look good because I should have done it like that. All right, we're gonna try it again. I don't turn it over. The only reason I turned it over was because I put adhesive on here, but I'll be able to get the adhesive off. So we're gonna try it again a little bit more. We're gonna go, that's more to the center, okay. And you can measure all you want, but I don't really want to measure right now. Doesn't seem like something I want to do. All right, so now I'm happier with that. I'm gonna lift that a little bit, and then I've got that. Okay, so that is that. It was really supposed to go easier in my head. So that's going to be, may the Lord bless you and keep you. I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to use dimensionals on that. So let me find them because they seem to be hiding. Well, we'll get the new one. All right. Okay. And I actually got this ribbon out, and I want to see, what do you think about putting some ribbon behind this? Maybe, I don't know, I like it. I think the ribbon, maybe the ribbon? Yeah, let's do some ribbon. Okay, so we're gonna do some ribbon. We're gonna put adhesive right like this. All right, and I'm gonna cut this. Oh, these are the ones that are not sharp. I have new ones and old ones. And maybe neither one of them are sharp. Maybe I need to get all of my scissors taken over to the knife sharpener guy. All right, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. And then I'm gonna do this like that. And then I'm gonna cut that like that. Okay. So then I have that just to kind of give it a little oomph. Now I'm going to add those dimensionals to it. And I always like to kind of use them as also, you know, adhesiving that down a little bit because, you know, oh, well, that, oh, goodness. Okay. All right. So there's that. And there's that. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to go like that. Come on, get off of there. All right, there we go. Then I'm going to put, may the Lord bless you and keep you, just like that. And then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to adhesive that down onto the white. All right, and there you go. And there is card number 1 right there. Now let's do card number 2. In everything, give thanks. I'm going to again trim that down. We're going to see if I can do this a little bit better this time because obviously I did not do very well earlier. Let me do it like this so you can see. Okay, you probably couldn't see the last time, and I am sorry. Okay, there's this. Over a little bit more, not quite that much. Okay, so I've got this, and I'm gonna take it down a little bit. It's not all that straight, but that's okay. It's okay. All right. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. I have this one that is adhesive like that. I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's not adhesive. It's what is this? Embossed. Let's do the embossing here too. Let's just add that. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm not adhesiving it because I'm not gonna make that same mistake twice, right? And then I'm gonna do this. Okay, so I've got them like this. I'm gonna straighten them up and I'm gonna put that to the end. Okay, like, just like that. I just want to be straight. Okay, let me move this out of the way. Okay, and if you want, what you can do is you can take this and you can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, wow, that was pretty uneven, and make a little dot right there. Okay, that's really this is the smarter way to do it. Okay, so then I'm going to go from the corner to that, and then from this corner to that, and they're going to intersect, and then I'm going to bring that up and adhesive that down. Okay, did that make any sense at all? I hope so. Okay. Ooh, I kind of like this embossed on the back. Oh, huh, I like that. I like it very much. Let me see. Do I think I need... Oh, I do think this needs something. Okay, let's see. We have... Look, y'all. How about this silver ribbon right here? I think that might look nice. Okay, so then it gets just a little bit of... That gives it the sparkle, doesn't it? That gives it the sparkle it needs. Yep, I think you're right. You didn't answer, but that's okay. I think in your head you're thinking, come on, Amy, that's what you need. It needs a little sparkle. And again, these scissors need sharpened. This is so delicate. I don't like that. I'm gonna get my others. Hold on. These are actually my ribbon cutting scissors. I use those other my paper snips, so often to cut paper because they're paper snips. But really, let's be honest, you should never cut paper and then fabric. So there's, oh, look at that. That to me, that adds something. Look at that. I love it. I'm gonna trim that just a bit right there. Okay. We're going to dimensional that up. Let's see. Okay. Sorry if you can hear my husband. I have tried not to sniff today. I know that I was a little sniffly last week and it might have been annoying, and I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to do that. But I have allergies, and even though I take allergy medicine, it doesn't always work. So, okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do it right there, just like that. Look at that. I mean, this is a totally different card than the other one, and yet I think they're so pretty. I don't know which ones I like better, these or the Christmas ones, because I love my Christmas ones too. And so there we go. Now I'm definitely, since I did use a color card with color in it, I'm going to do that. And do not ask me why I turned a white piece of paper over to put adhesive on it. That is crazy. Okay. So here are these cards. Here are my cards like this. And then my originals. Okay. Well, they're not really the originals, but here are my Christmas cards. So let me know. What do you think? Do you think this technique is something you could use? I hope it is, because I think it's a really cool little idea. Just to kind of give your cards a little something different. I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic week, and thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it. It's Halloween this week, so if you celebrate and or go out trick-or-treating, have a very safe and happy Halloween. Thank you. Bye-bye.